Time to begin. We are going to play our cards from left to right, so our first turn will tentatively play this card for its top and this card for its bottom. I'm not really very happy about the card they drew, but that's how it is. Right, skeleton moves here and attacks this forest imp. Does not kill. Okay, we're off to a pretty awful start. Here, I'll move here using the bottom, move 3, and then place this summon in play. Right, now the snow imps get to act, which is really awful. This one will move here to attack my skeleton. And this one will stay here and attack this skeleton. Okay, the additional curses in my deck are going to cost me later. Alright, so now we'll continue playing the cards that we have theory crafted. This is a heal. Alright, so we begin. Skeleton marches over here, smacks the imp. Well. Okay, that's one curse out of the way. And now the other imp. This moves here and smacks the imp for 2 damage. We'll get this in play. This earns me 1 XP, but costs me 1 health. And then we'll have Flesh Shield in play. This costs me another 2 health. Okay, next is the Snow Imps. They will heal up to full. Next round. Okay, we have to have a change of plans. Originally, this turn was supposed to be open the door. I assumed the imps would be dead by now. And then summon another skeleton to complete my row of skeletons. However, it seems that that's not happening, so I think we'll have to switch the turn orders a bit and play this instead to guarantee that the imps die. And then I'll go for the door opening next round. So we'll play these cards at initiative 30 and hope that they don't draw their shield. Alright, that's fine. So, number 1. Attacks first. That kills. Number 2 then attacks this. Finally, number 3 will attack this. Okay, the curse does not apply because this kills the imp. Alright, I get to perform Fell Remedy to heal myself for 2 health because an enemy died this turn. And then I'll perform the top of Command the Wretched. Grant one of my summons. Alright, I'll move this skeleton here. And that is the end of my turn. The snow imps are all now dead. And we can move on to the next round where we'll now perform the door opening. The initiative here doesn't matter too much. Okay, so we are going to use the bottom of our summon card as a basic move tool. So we are going to move 1 step here and open the door, revealing the enemies before deciding what to do next. So I spend 1 movement to enter this door. My second movement will be to retreat back here. Then I'll use the top action here to generate yet another summon. And gain an XP. Now I don't think I'm in particular danger given my position, so I will not expend my major healing potion just yet. Instead, I'll let the enemies act. So the order is wrong. The snow imp should move first. So the elite here moves to 3 steps. Then the normal will move 2 steps as such. Next, the Earth Demons will move 2 steps each. This moves 2 steps, this moves 2 steps, and this moves 2 steps here. And this gets the attack pattern on the skeleton. Let me zoom in real quick. So you can see this will hit this. 4. No damage. Wonderful. Alright, that's the end of this turn. There are no elements generated. I will retroactively use the Wand of Darkness to generate dark. I can't do that because the Earth Demons will... the Earth Demon... Oh. Ooh. Okay, so I intended to use the Wand of Darkness here to generate darkness to use Dark Tidings, right? This was an obvious line of play. The trouble is, the Earth Demons drew the one card that eats up my darkness. So, yeah, that's a problem. It's fine. I think we can still handle this. What I'm going to do is to switch it up. Instead of playing Dark Tidings, I'll play these 2 cards with the intention of killing the normal imp. Oh, the Earth Demons are healing. Interesting. Okay, that is very interesting. Also, I'm safe to generate darkness this round to consume next turn. So I will, in advance, play my stamina potion and my Wand of Darkness. This generates darkness, and this allows me to recover my healing card, because health is a very valuable resource. Alright, so of course I'm supposed to do this after my skeletons have moved, but I'll do this before I forget. So, okay, let's remove that. Okay, so let's resolve our skeletons first. 2 steps here. Attack. 2 damage. Next, number 2 is kind of blocked off. We'll move 1 step here and it's not able to advance further. So this will be out of action for quite some time. Number 3 will focus on this, the left Earth Demon. And then this will move here on the right demon. Doesn't matter, it's all gonna get healed up later. Alright, now it's my turn officially. I'm going to use the stamina potion, I'm going to use the Wand of Darkness, and I'm going to use Flow of the Black River here to move my skeleton here so that it can perform an attack 3 against this forest imp. Wonderful, that's a kill. So the move is done and the attack is done. So now we proceed with the Earth Demon, which all heal themselves up to full. There is no earth, so they do not immobilize, and then the snow imps, or the snow imp, will perform an attack 3 against my skeleton. Wow! Wow! Okay, we take those. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. 2 nulls in a row. That is phenomenal. Alright, we have our darkness up, so obviously we're going to perform these cards. Alright, and we are fastest. So, number 1 will move this way and perform an attack. Number 2 will move here in order to get closer to the focus hex, which would be this one here. Right, it is blocked by me, it is blocked by this skeleton, but I can move closer by going down here. Number 3 attacks this. That's a curse. We will remove that from our deck. And number 4. Ooh, big one. That's 4 damage. Alright. Next up, we are going to consume the darkness to perform Dark Tidings. There are only 3 summons that I can use this on, so let's do it in order. First, number 1 will hit number 2. Oh, big one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And inflicts poison. Next, number 3 will hit this one. Oh. Yeah, I should focus on taking this one out. So number 3 will hit Earth Demon 2. Okay, this is 3 damage after poison. And an additional curse. So now there's an additional curse. Number 4 will hit this Earth Demon. That's a null. But it is still poisoned. And it is still cursed. So 3 curses from Dark Tidings. Plus 1 from my modifier card. So a total of 4 curses going to the enemy deck. That will be useful. And that is 2 XP. And lost. No enemies died this round, so I only get a heal 1. Yep. The Earth Demon goes next. This is an attack 2. So this Earth Demon will hit this for overkill damage because of the brittle. Demon number 5 will move 3 steps forward. And demon number 6 will hit Shambling Skeleton number 3. This is 1 damage. Alright. Next, the Snow Imp will move close enough to get within range 3 of this skeleton. So I would like to move it here. And it will hit this skeleton. Ooh, plus 2. Okay, I forgot something. I forgot about Flesh Shield. So Flesh Shield is going to be consumed on the brittle skeleton that was here. Let's move this back. So this would have survived the attack because of Flesh Shield. The -1 goes through on this skeleton as normal. And then the imp, instead of targeting this skeleton, it won't move forward, it will simply target this skeleton, get the +2, and definitively kill this skeleton. I forgot about Flesh Shield, so basically it saves me 1 skeleton. Alright, and that's it. I didn't even need to use my Warden's Robes that round. Yeah, I did not need to. So now here comes the conundrum. Do I short or long rest? I think I short rest here. Even though long resting is really beneficial in that it allows me to recover my cards and my health. But taking out this Earth Demon will mean a lot, so I'm going to short rest. Time to decide which card to lose. Ooh, I might have to say yes to this one, but it's very painful because I really need the movement. We are going to lose this card. I cannot really risk the alternative. For this coming turn, I'll play it very straightforward. These 2 cards, with any luck, I'll be able to take out the 2 Earth Demons in front, which should greatly reduce the threat level. Wonderful! The Snow Imp is doing nothing of value. It generates an element. Honestly, I do not need the darkness at this point. So I would rather generate earth so that there are no excess elements out there. Because the imp can consume wild elements to do nasty things. My turn. Number 2 moves first. It moves in front. Yes, it focuses on this. And attacks, wonderful. 2 plus 1 poison damage, that's a kill. Number 3. 3 plus 1 damage from poison. And number 4. Same thing, 4 damage. Then Wrath of the Turn Earth on this Earth Demon. Wonderful, that's dead. And that is exactly what I wanted. Both Earth Demons dead. And I can consume that earth actually. So let me do that. It doesn't change the outcome of the attack, but it does give me 1 experience. That Snow Imp element came in handy after all. Then I'll use the Bottom of Fell Remedy to heal 2 because an enemy has died this round. Wonderful. That was a perfect turn. Next, the Earth Demon performs a move 2 and attacks the full health skeleton for +1, so that's 4 damage. I'll say no to that. I'll take 2 damage and expend my Warden's Robes. Earth is generated and we move on. This round's a bit tricky because I'm starting to run out of good top actions, but I think the best thing to do here is actually to put up Flesh Shield bottom and then command the Wretched to get more attacks in. So let's play these 2 cards and see how things go. At 16 initiative. My skeletons move first. Number 2 will move here. And let me check my modifier deck. There are no nulls. Yep. Okay, draw. 2 damage. Next, number 3 will move here. 2 damage and poison. The poison is really clutch. And number 4, 3 damage +1 from poison. I had to think this through a lot, but my conclusion is that I think I risk losing it all if I do not perform the high damage attack right now. I really wanted to save it for the final boss, but no matter how else I play it, there is a good chance that the Earth Demon will just wipe out all but one of my skeletons because of the AoE attack. And with 1 skeleton against 2 enemies, I think it's very hard to come back. So yeah, especially given that all my skeletons will be in the bin, I'll be forced to long rest at this point, and that's just not good. So I will have to perform the bottom of Command the Wretched, grant 1 ally attack 5. Okay, I was so scared that was gonna null. So that is dead. And this card is gone. So that means I'm performing the top of Flesh Shield, consuming the earth, and defending this skeleton, whom the Forest Imp will focus on. It also gets 1 retaliate. So the Snow Imp will attack it for 2 damage. After the 2 shield, that's 0 damage, so the brittle does not multiply anything, it stays there, and my skeleton's alive. This turn I will... Oh, I'll play these 2 cards. Then I can get a nice heal. Awesome, okay. Okay, I'm moving first, so skeleton number 2 marches forward. Let's check our deck. Still good. Attack. 0 damage. 2 damage. Followed by number 3. Ooh, 4 damage. And number 4 is not able to reach. Okay, I'm not in any hurry to dispatch this imp. It will naturally die on its own. So I'm going to perform this bottom. Move 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm performing this top. Heal 4 health because there are 3 summons out. Wonderful. Looks like I don't really need my healing potion, huh? Alright. Forest Imp will move back and then strike this skeleton. Alright, its time is up. So it dies. And this goes into the bin along with the rest of my cards. I can afford to long rest here, I believe. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to declare a long rest. As the imp strikes at number 3. That is 3 damage that takes out the skeleton. But number 4 will then march forward and slay the imp. Let me double check. Yes, I have a ×2, so I need to shuffle this. That is only 1 damage, but it is enough to kill. Right, so that's all the enemies in the second room settled, and I can actually long rest here. I have 7 cards, so I should pull back my skeleton. So that will prematurely kill it, and then choose which card to lose on the long rest. After much deliberation, I've decided that the card to lose here will be one of my skeleton summoning cards, so that's going to go in the bin. This is a long rest, so we refresh our items. We are at max health, so we don't get more health, and we move on to the next turn. Now, I'm not going to bother with the digital app. I'm just going to show you what my next few turns are, because I've spent some time thinking about it. The first is going to be... I'm basically going to spend 2.5 turns setting up. So I'm going to set up the bottom of Flesh Shield and the top of Skeleton. So that costs another 2 health, and that allows me to bring out the skeleton here. Then I will move 2 and move 2, followed by the Unearth Horror right here. Then for my last trick, my plan is to generate Earth using the summon on Unearth Horror, and then on the next turn I can use the bottom of Malicious Conversion to get a move 5. So my plan is to move 2, open the door, and then move 3 to retreat. So that's my plan, and then I still get another skeleton. So I will credit myself with the experience right now. So that's 2 for the corpse and 2 for the 2 skeletons, so 4 XP. And I will take it that I open the door with the bottom of Malicious Conversion and set up the next room. Alright, the monsters have spawned. Now let's draw cards for them. I was moving at 26 initiative this turn, and I had consumed the earth to do the big movement. Ooh, Hollow Scholar is not moving at all. Snow Imp is cursing me. I really don't like that card. Well, the good news is they actually can't reach me, so I'm going to do what I planned. 3, 4, 5, and then summon a Bones. I'll summon the Bones right here. This was exactly my plan. I suffer 1 damage for this. I've already awarded myself the XP. And that is done. Now, the Snow Imps will both move 2 steps. Neither of them can reach... this one has range 3, but it's not within line of sight. And the Hollow Scholar doesn't move. Which may or may not be a bad thing. We'll see soon. I'll play the last 2 cards at 30 initiative. Okay, the Bones is moving this time, but not close enough to reach the door. And the Snow Imps are doing a normal attack. Okay, so... Skeleton number 1 moves first. Corpse number 2 moves next. And then Skeleton number 3 moves last. Alright. And hits this Forest Imp for 2 damage. I will use Wrath of the Turn Earth to hit the Imp. That's a kill. And then on my bottom, I will perform a heal 2 because... Oops, wrong way. Heal 2 because I killed an enemy this round. Now the big question here... before I decide any further, the Snow Imp will get to attack the Bones for 1 damage and Brittle. I think this is an okay time to use the Warden's Robes. It is. Alright, I will use the Warden's Robes here. So the 1 damage is mitigated, but I'm still brittle. And then the Scholar will simply move 4 steps this way. Now, I get to preserve my Flesh Shield, and I think what I'm going to do is to actually long rest here. I think it's preferable to short resting here, and I might get some cards back to increase my longevity. So I'm going to declare a long rest here. I think I can afford to do this. The draws have been pretty good so far. And the Bones moves first. It will move 2 steps. Oh, this is an interesting draw. The Snow Imp heals itself. It does nothing. That is a very interesting draw. Okay, I don't think it really matters, so I'm gonna have the Bones move here. It will attack 3 on the Brittle Skeleton. Wow! Wow! It survives. I'm not sure I wanted it to survive, but that just happened. The imp moves forward and heals itself. Right, that was interesting. I actually wanted it to die so that my next skeleton will come into play and I get 2 cards back into... Yeah, I get 2 cards worth of longevity back. So now, at my long rest, I have to decide which card to lose and which of these minions I'm pulling back. I mean, it's really good that I've managed to keep all of these alive, but I need to make some decisions right now. Before I resolve my long rest, I realized that my minions actually do get to attack even on my long rest turn. So let's resolve that. Now my minions will focus on this hex, so number 1 will move forward and be stopped there. Number 2 will move into the room and attack the forest imp. Let me check my modifier deck. Alright. +1, so that's a kill. Right, the imp is dead. That makes things a lot easier. And number 3 will attack the living bones for 2 damage. Alright, after even more deliberation, here's what I'm going to do. During my long rest, I will recover grave digging, which means pulling back this brittle skeleton. So this allows me to have a 4-card hand size. I will choose to lose malicious conversion on long rest. I really wanted the top attack to finish off the boss, but I suppose I can live without. Long rest, I can get my ropes back and heal 2 health. Now, next turn, I will perform Flow of the Black River and Raft of the Turn Earth for more damage. That looks good. So that's 18. The snow imps are all gone. So let's draw that card again. Alright. So let's resolve our skeleton. Moves here. 3. Corpse moves here. 2. 3. Corpse has base 3 damage. Alright. So I purposely played Flow of the Black River so that I can move my corpse away, thereby preventing it from getting multi-targeted. Because all of the boss's attacks hit multiple targets. Then I will... alright. Okay, it's more optimal to perform the top action first. So I'll use Wrath of the Turn Earth to command my corpse to hit for an attack 4. This is 5 damage. Then I will perform the movement as mentioned. And that's my turn. The boss can now perform an attack 3 on this skeleton right here. Wow! I'm doing so well. And it heals itself, but that's fine. Then I will play these 2 cards at fast initiative. So we'll play these 2 cards at 30. And it's doing worthless things, even better. Alright, so my skeleton gets to wail on it. Let me double check my modifier deck to make sure that was a legal draw. It was 2, so total 4 damage. The end is nigh. The corpse moves forward. 3 damage and a curse. My apologies. I don't even suffer the 1 damage on this skeleton. I keep forgetting I have flesh shield up, so this is going in the bin. And I preserve my health here. I don't think there's any need for me to do anything fancy. I can just short rest here and play fast to win. Yeah, so let's do that. Short rest. Sure, I'll lose that card. And I'll play Flesh Shield into something. Wrath of the Turn Earth. Right, so that's 16. And 2 attacks come in. And that is game. I may as well just finish on good measure by collecting 2 coins. There we go. The scenario is complete.